Well, hello everyone. Thanks for taking your time out of your busy day to stop by and say hello, and we're glad that you made it. This is MaxxPowered Gaming. We're going to be running a little bit of a new deck that I believe we're going to take, we're going to try and take this up to maybe Diamond or Mythic this season. So this is close to one of the decks we used in the earlier season to get us into Diamond. And I'm just calling it New Aggro for right now. I'll come up with a good name for it. But it's a Boros Aggro, a lot of pretty traditional cards that you run into. It's working right now in the meta. 2 Hasda Marshals, 2 Legion's Landings, 2 Integrity Interventions, 4 Hero of Precinct One, 4 Runaway Steam-Kins, 3 Boros Challengers, 3 Response Resurgence, 2 Swiftblade Vindicators, 3 Clamor Shamans, 3 Chance for Glories, 4 Tajic, 2 Aurelias, 4 Heroic Reinforcements, and 22 lands. Couple oddball cards in here, but they are working. Clamor Shaman pretty much allows us to get rid of 1 blocker, and when we want all of our creatures to survive each turn, that's very helpful. We also are able to get damage through with it. Our Runaway Steam-Kins are also a new addition that you would not see in a normal deck right here, but since the majority of all of our cards are red and or golden red, they do trigger, and even if you don't need the mana per se, you are pumping up two mana cards into 4/4s over 1 to 2 turns, so that's a lot of value out of there. We are running 2 Hasda Marshals as well. We're generally attacking with more than 3 creatures, so it just you are getting some good token value, and it's another 1-drop. We have 2 Legion's Landings. I don't like 4 of these. 4 would be more consistent, but I'm okay with either one of these 2 coming in early. We do run some Integrity Interventions, mainly just the Integrities, but I have used Intervention plenty of times to take out maybe like a Benelish Marshal, or however you pronounce it, which gives +1/+1 to everybody, so it does have its uses. And then we run into our Clamor Sham, which I already kind of discussed. Very good card, believe it or not. More than not, you're bringing him in with Riot to get rid of a blocker who would normally be killing one of your creatures, such as your Tajic or a Swiftblade Vindicator, or something else important that you really want to live. And then we've got our Chance for Glory and Resurgence combination there. So if on turn 4 you're sitting on a Chance for Glory in hand, a Resurgence in hand, and a mana in hand, you have a very exciting turn 4, turn 5 combo to lay off. So on turn 4, you lay out your Chance for Glory, which buys you another combat, all of your creatures indestructible, so you get a nice big attack in that round. Chances are they'll block, you'll kill their creatures, leaving an empty board. Then on turn 5, you play Resurgence first, which takes up all of your mana that turn. However, you pretty much get 2 combat cycles. Your creatures have Vigilance, they all get to attack, so you pretty much get 3 combats in a row to finish off your opponent. So very powerful combo there. Maybe we'll think of a fun name while we're getting through this right now. But still lose to the occasional control, or we can't get down the right cards. Still lose to the red burn that just out draws us, or we miss land drops, whatever that may be. You know, every deck has plenty of weaknesses, but this one's playing to its advantages so far. So this is going to be a mulligan. No 1-drop, no 3-drop, 2 4-drops, and we don't have 2 mana. That's a pretty easy decision to make. We do not improve upon that decision, however. I think we'll still keep this and hope that we do. So we can get our Steam-Kin out on turn 2, which is nice. And we do have our turn 4, turn 5 combo, but we'll need to get very lucky with draws here in order to make that happen. Steam-Kin. We'd like to pull up a Tajic on this one, or another 2-drop. I really don't want to drop a Clamor Shaman. There's our Tajic. So we will pay for this. I wonder if we're going to get countered. Do we get countered? We do not get countered. So we're pumping for 6 damage to play. We're 14-18. We draw mana. We did draw mana. Resurgence, and we have a scoop. Alright. So a small possibility of getting out and getting into our nice combo, but we'll take the win and we'll move on. Another fun part about this deck is they're quick. You're either recognizing that you've chances are that you're going to lose, in the essence of my time being more valuable than a 30-minute drawn out win. I generally just take the loss and move on. Alright, don't like to see 2 Legions landings in an early deck. However, we do have a decent turn 2 options there, so we will keep this. In the worst case scenarios, we can always use it as a filler and get an extra 1/1 out of it and just replace the legendary enchantment for the time being, or we can wait till it's flipped and play it. So we got some options there. Alright, so we definitely want to get out our Steam-Kin here, and we'll swing it for 1 lifelink. Coming in with our Swiftblade Vindicator next turn. Probably should have brought in the Swiftblade, but for the extra damage, that's alright. So next turn, as long as the board state doesn't change too much, our Marshal, did we see a Jin coming in? Yep, okay. Nice pull with the Tajic, we will got you out. And we will definitely you, Marshal, Legions flips. That's a very nice turn 4. It goes for the Steam-Kin, look at that. Storm Tamer. Just pretty much just blocks 2 creatures for us. We get another mentor on the Swiftblade Vindicator. Can he send something back to hand? No, he just Curious Obsessions to Storm Tamer, which was an odd decision on his end. We'll just keep comboing this off. And we can first strike. Tajic won't really matter too much. Yeah, it doesn't matter. There he goes. That's the smart move. But we win as it is. It's still a good game. And on with our games. Alright, quick, easy. I really want to showcase the turn 4, turn 5 Chance for Glory. We saw Resurgence, I think it's called. Alright, opening hand, 1 mana. I really can't keep this. Darn, it's a nice one too. If we had 1 more mana of any color, we would definitely keep this because it's got a nice curve into Legions, Runaway, Tajic, Heroic. So that's a perfect 1, 2, 3, 4 curve for us. There's other curves we can get, but we can't do it with 1 mana. Yeah, we'll keep you. And 3 mana, another 2 cost. Kind of want to not keep that. The reason I'm not keeping that card is because I've already got a 2-drop with the hero. Chances are I'll probably draw into something else I can play on turn 3. Like so. And at least I have an option. The decision that I can't figure out is, let's just say I draw Tajic here, right? I've got the 3 mana. Do I play Tajic or do I stick with the Steam-Kin so that everything else after the fact puts a counter on it? We didn't have that decision to make, and we'll be playing a Heroic Reinforcements next round. Ooh, are you sitting on a counterspell now? Yes, you are, I'm sure. Pass down, okay. Not a huge deal. Turn 4 Heroic Reinforcements without any blockers out is always a great play. Now we will, depending on how the board looks, it's a Hydroid, 10, so 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a Resurgence. So, here we go. Here's where the fun begins. We can combo with Integrity. Alright, this is going to be great. The only thing is here, folks, the only thing is I sure hope we draw a mana next turn. But we're going all in. We are going all in, folks. We will Integrity. We did not get it, doesn't matter. We picked up Tajic. And we got it. Alright. That worked out pretty well. That was a good one. Oh, it doesn't get too much sweeter than that curve right there for us. I thought about bringing in a Burning Tree, which is a new Riot card. It's a 2/1 with Riot for 3 mana. So you can come in with haste and you get to rotate a card, discard and draw, which can be helpful. This is a good opening hand. We will keep it. We are missing a 3-drop, but we've got a couple 2s. We're missing a 1-drop as well. We'll show red. I think we come in with our Steam-Kin, since I don't see any way of him clearing us right off the bat. And then we'll follow, come in with our Hero of Precinct One. I think we'll start pumping up our Steam-Kins here. No reason to rush in and get killed with that. We will not attack. Mortify, history, okay. History coming in. We will not block. I think the plan here is to do a double drop. And then we'll pop a Heroic Reinforcements next turn. Let's see if we get a Mortify on something here. I may be able to actually get both of these out with my Steam-Kins. Okay, so let's do the math here. I'll have 4 mana so I can play the Aurelia. So that leaves me with getting 3/3 on you. I pick up 3 mana. No, I will not be able to do that. Okay. He's got 1 mana. Okay. Ooh, we got the mana. I think we got this. Check out this turn, folks. Oh, he's just gonna block us. Whatever. Pay 2 life. So we come in with an Aurelia. Got 1 mana left. pick up 2 and 3 and get the 4. That's correct. So now we draw these mana, pop out our heroic reinforcements. Oh, boys and girls, check out this nonsense. Everything is hasted. We will fly in and mess up something here. Wow, that's a nice turn 5. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That was a great. That was a great curve there. Who puts a? This is my first one of these. Destroy target numbers and land controls these players. That could be good against gates. All right. Having some real nice curves here. We are able to draw into our mana, which is very nice. Can't say how many times in the past few days in normal mana decks, 24 lands, 23, 25 lands. Running into mana issues. Okay, so we will keep this. We've got a turn 1, 2, and a 3. It's not ideal by any means necessary, but when we can curve, we can curve. And we're up against a red burn, so yeah. Not the best here. Do we get burned? We will not block, obviously. Shocked. Steam-Kin. Alright. Decisions. Let's see if he decides to eat it. Got it. We were hoping for it. Would have been nice. I'm sure we will lose both of our creatures now while he pumps up his Steam-Kin with some shocks and some lightnings. Or maybe he decides to go face. Nope. Just what I thought. Alright, looks like this one is getting away from us rather quickly here. We're definitely going to hold back. I'd be able to kill that Steam-Kin here. We got a frenzy already. Son of a gun. Does he kill the Steam-Kin's counters and not attack with it? That would be a... maybe he does attack. He'll probably kill the counters now. Yep. Whatever. We'll prevent a little bit of damage here. Alright. So we will play you, and then we will get a little counter off here. And we'll swing for 1. So we managed to somehow keep ourselves in this, but we went through a lot of cards, and he's got a frenzy. Hopefully he drew into a second mana. He did. That's nice. Alright, come in with haste. We prevent the block. Heroic reinforcements for us would be ideal. Hopefully he drew into some more mana issues. we draw into a mana, we'll go ahead and use Resurgence. And that should win us the game. There goes our Swiftblade. Okay. What else do? Discard your hand. Alright. So we gotta kill. Oh, okay, he scoops. Ooh, we thought we were letting that one get away from us there. Able to pull it through with that turn, just clearing things out a little bit. So that did in fact turn to be the smart play. I have a tendency to hold on to cards. I have a tendency to hold on to everything, except for my money in real life, which I just spend. But it's neither here nor there. Let's see what we get ourselves into. The dude. I want to piss on the carpet. Alright, 1 mana. Ugh. Otherwise, it would have been a pretty decent hand to keep. But we will mulligan. 2 mana with the Legion's Landing. This is nice. Okay. So, ooh. We did draw into a 2-drop. I like the mana, but that 2-drop looks very nice right now. This is being very greedy, and we are going to be very greedy. We'll pay the 2 life. Legion's Landing. So I hope we draw a mana on our turn 3. That would be very nice. The mana for the next 3 turns would be awesome. Nice, got it. So Legion's flips. It's like a free mana. Do we both buff? No, yep, you buff Challenger. There we go. We'll take a lovely turn 3 like that. So our taking our chances on that opening hand looks like it's paying off here. Not too worried about the Jin because we'll be popping heroic reinforcements. Do I have Resurgence here? First strike and vigilance until end of turn, right? So I lose. Let's say he gets wiped out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. I'll be 1 short. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we do it exactly, right? I think. No, because he's going to be able to block twice. He'll block 2 of my creatures, so we have to work reinforcements. Okay. I almost made that mistake then. I realized that we weren't going to kill him. And we get a scoop. Okay. Let's play a little bit more. Maybe the name will come to us here eventually. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, nothing. Alright, 2 mana with a decent curve here into a 2/3, so we'll keep. Let's hope we draw into something. We'll show red. Let's see what some elf puts in front of us. Tap Azurius, okay. So we'll probably see some deputy detentions we'll have to deal with early, maybe some counters. So this could be problematic for us. Let's hope he drops in or spends his mana here so we can cast a healthy Tajic. Six damage, turn 3. We will get a heroic reinforcements. Hopefully spend some kind of mana and doesn't hold back. Don't hold back. There goes Mortify. Not the end of the world. Okay. And we get a scoop. Whew. Nice curving here, folks. It was a very, I will add this, it was a very hard decision for me to not run Mardu. Mardu is pretty much what I ran. Actually, I think I still have the deck. Where are you? Powered Hero. This is what I ran the first season to get into Diamond. So a pretty similar deck. Very aggro-y just as well. No, this is not. This has been upgraded recently to include the same combo, so I take that back. It was not the deck that I used. But what I found out is just I was not enjoying the consistency of the three colors. Since we are aggro, I had too many variables in the early game. Now, if my early game was just a turn 1, turn 2 of the same color, then it would have made a little bit more sense. However, the way that I'm playing this with the Hero and the Steam-Kins, I wanted to really keep it 2 colors to take full advantage of all the Steam-Kin counters here. This is an odd one to keep, but we're having some fun here. So let's see how this all pans out. I think we just start pumping out our Steam-Kins. Make him burn some face cards or some. Do not like aggro. We'd only red burn at least. We've already showed Boros, so it doesn't matter at this point. I'm guessing he's going to try and go face the whole time because he wouldn't be running a Spear Spewer if he didn't run Spectacle. So now we're going to probably see a Skewer or Light Up the Stage come in here. There's our Skewer on the Steam-Kin. Alright. Another Skewer to the face. We'll try another Steam-Kin. Maybe the play there should have been the Hero so we can go right into back-to-back heroic reinforcement turns, but the Hero would have gotten killed anyway. At least we're taking some damage away from our face. I'm gonna play this combination of cards here. Let's see, does he have what it takes to finish us? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just a couple burn spells and we're out. Okay, he spends a shock on the Steam-Kin. That's helpful. So, that was my head. Okay. So we've got some interesting things we can do here. I think, let's see, let's just say we get 3 combats in a row, we would not kill him. So, Chance for Glory is not a play. So we have to do heroic reinforcements. Going with 2 of these suckers. I don't want to let any damage through next turn. Can he finish us? Because if he cannot, 3 mana. So we will double block here. It's not fun. Alright, 4 mana. I gotta block the lava runner. So I think bringing in Aurelia here is my best play. We will Vigilance if it's white. Nice. Yeah. Blocks the 1, lets the 4 through. We can safely block the lava runner now and not lose a creature. And we've got a heroic reinforcements next turn. And unless he's got some, what, 2 shocks will do it, right? 2 shocks, any kind of, aha, he does not have lethal on us. So I believe we've got this. Let's say he blocks. Yep. He's probably going to recognize that this is GG. You will go on yourself. And we've got it, I think, here. Yep, okay. Woo! That's what you get for playing 17 mana, Mr. Red. Although I only had 4 mana that game, so we're paying 22. Food of Recollection. Return target story card from your grave. Okay. I can think of some uses for that. Let's keep going, folks. Let's keep going here. We're definitely getting some lucky plays and lucky draws, and luck is on our side against Redburn, because Redburn, yeah, I don't want to say that we have an advantage over their decks, but I'd like to say that we're probably running a 50% chance of beating them. I wouldn't see. This is a decent opening hand. This has a nice curve. Steam-Kin into a Tajic, and we can play some other fun stuff there. We'll keep that. And what are we up against? Alright. Elves, we will drop the Steam-Kin for sure. You could almost argue the Challenger for the Mentor ability, but I'd rather get some counters pumping already. Is that permanent? Yeah, it is permanent. But there's an Elf deck here. Can't say we've run into a lot of these. Alright. I think Tajic is our play. Boros Challenger, just to stay on the battlefield to block, might be nice. But we are an aggro deck, so we should stay on them. So he took out a Tajic. He's got a Thorn Lieutenant down. How did you get... Oh, from you. That's right. So we do have 4 mana, so we can drop 2 out here, which we will. So we'll drop a Steam-Kin. Followed by a Challenger. I only have 1. Darn it. This we should actually get some nice combo off of this here. Watch this. So we'll kill our counters. 3 mana. So we do pick up the there, and we will also drop you. Boom. Not bad. Not bad. Beast Whisperer. So, chance for glory. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Clamor Shaman. We're going to come in with haste. Going to next attack. We will make it so, wait, whenever then we go to start with a spell or ability. Mentor goes there. Let's see how he takes this. Okay, so he's going to lose his Thorn Lieutenant. I don't think he recognizes that. Yep. Next. Alright. Got it. Woo! Alright. That one, I didn't know how to really treat the elf deck there. Decided to just start going in aggro, because we are playing an aggro deck. Okay, Biscotti. Oh, Biscotti. Everyone was a big Biscotti fan. 2 mana, 1 color. Turn. This is a bad hand. Mulligan. This is a little bit better. And we don't want that. We are on the draw. We will show white first. We'll match. We're striking Mentor, so we will out-power you with the Challenger. Looks like we're up against a mirror match here. Interesting. He's going to try and get me to bait out my Challenger by taking a Stalwart and a Firebrand with me. We will not fall for that. We also now can't play our Vindicator. And we also can't play our Steam-Kin. So we will play safe, bring you in with a counter to avoid Firebrand taking us out. I will not attack. He's got a Challenger of his own. We will not block. Don't like the situation we're in. We're playing from behind here. at this. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking about dropping the Steam-Kin, rushing through, and hopefully he's just going to be able to. He's going to firebrand me right away. So is the play heroic reinforcements instead? Yeah, I think it is. Shame we don't have a lot of synergies out in the battlefield right now. I'd like to have a Hero of Precinct One down. We are very far behind in this game as far as curving out. We will swing in here. We don't want to give the challenger an opportunity here. We'll pump up one of our tokens. We'll probably stalwart firebrand the shaman combination. That's what I thought. Which is fine. That just means that we get to get our Steam-Kin and Vindicator out next turn. Oh, he's just going to stop the 4 damage, sacrifice, and then kill the shaman. Yep. Stop play. Wait a minute. Oh, first strike. Darn it. Let that one play right past us. Mistakes were made. Recognize them and move on. Probably going to cost us the game here. Nothing. Steam-Kin, Aurelia Vindicator. We will do no attacks. Alright, there's an Aurelia, so we'll be saving our response for the Aurelia here. We let this damage through. We'll have a Legion's Landing, which we'll get at least get the trigger here. Next. Let's see who he blocks with Aurelia. He can make some nice moves here, that's for sure. We'll be out of cards as well. Alright, so there goes our Steam-Kin. Perfect. Who's the Boros challenger going to block? Hopefully not the counter. That's unfortunate. Hopefully it goes for the Steam-Kin. Boom. Alright, so we picked up a little bit of value there. We have no cards though, so we will be top decking. Oh, that's painful. That's helpful, at least. see if he forgets that we have first strike with a Tajic. End our turn. I believe we've got this wrapped up. If he gets another one creature down, we can kill the counters on the Steam-Kin. Lifelink, that's all we care about. Alright, so we should still have this, right? What we'll need to do is I need 3. 1, 2. So, boom. That gives us our 4th token. So that should be game. Pass. Yep, he recognizes that. Wow! That was a close one. Woo! Okay. New aggro. Come on, names. Come on, names. It's gotta be something fun. Chance for curves. Because that's what this is all about, is curving out with our aggro. Okay. 2 mana. This is a challenging one to keep. I think we mulligan. Ugh, that hurts. Not really the 2-drop we want either. But I'll keep it. Hopefully we see something very slow. That's a good sign so far. At least get to play it on the battlefield. Would love to see a Tajic pop into our hands right now. Does not happen. We'll go for a second Vindicator, however. -2, -2, +2, +2. So we keep it. Oh, if we can draw a mana and get a heroic reinforcements, that would be beautiful. Did not get it. Damn. Oh, we need a mana. Oh. And of course now we get it. Of course. Pay 2 life, and we will come in with the heroic reinforcements, 4 damage. Jump starts. Okay, draw some cards, gives us a free turn here. I think we play Aurelia and then finish the game. Yeah. So now we've got a finisher with the reinforcements. Although he could be sitting on any type of board clear. No, he has a Defari coming in. 2, he doesn't recognize that. Alright, do we have enough here? 1, 2, I think we do, because each one's worth 4, so I think we got it here. Yep. Okay, Esper, we were able to outrace you. I think one more turn there, and I think if we did not finish him right there, it was probably GG for us. He had his Teferi out. He had his plenty of mana to have fun. Wow. Okay, 3 mana, all 3 colors, a couple of our 1-drops, and a couple 2-drops. Not an ideal curve, but we'll keep it. Gives us some early game action here. We will pay and we'll get our Legions landing out first. No, we will not need to pay to get our Legions landing out first. 4 lands. Let's hope we don't draw into any more lands. All we need is, well, we use 5 for the combo with Resurgence, but that's a very rare situation. Good. Let's drop out a... Let's put a Challenger out. We could have a Shock, so we're at least shock-proof with the Challenger. We'll take our 1/1. So turn 3 we've got a Martial Vindicator combo, which means turn 4, if everything goes unchanged, we have a very nice Heroic Reinforcements to play. Alright, Mozingo 101380. There's a Lava Coil. Still must be sitting on a Shock. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Alright, well we can +2 if we need to. Let's see if he shocks right away. Okay, so we unfortunately prevent the Marshal from coming out. But we do keep our Vindicator, which will be more valuable with our Heroic Reinforcements next turn. It's going to be kind of a weak one, but it is nice to pump out the Swiftblade. He's worth 4 damage alone. He pays for the 4 mana, so we're seeing a Phoenix come in, is my assumption. No! Why did he pay for 2 then? What's he going to cast? He's got another Shock. He paid for 2. He's got something. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt or Shock on the Vindicator is what my guess is here. Okay. Pay 2 life. Do we wait a turn here? He'll probably get rid of the Vindicator now that he sees what's coming in. There it is. Alright. Pop out our Marshal at least. What do we want to pull next turn? Chance for Glory might win us the game. Okay, didn't get it. 3, 4, 5. However, we can do. Oh, we got a scoop already on us. All right. We were gonna Resurgence for the heck of it. But it only left us with 8 mana, so we would have got another turn afterwards. Alright. Nazjin. It's quite the dragon fire you're throwing at me, sir. Alright, this would be so nice if we had a white mana. We do have 2 turns to get a white mana. to go into a pretty nice routine. I want to take the chance. Ah, come on. Alright, we'll keep. Let's hope we draw a white turn 1. That would be perfect for us. Yes. Got it. Legion's Landing comes out. Worst case, turn 2, we play a Marshal. Best case is we get our Swiftblade or Challenger out. He must be sitting on a shock, so we're against a burn deck. So let's see if he shocks our 1/1 right off the bat. Here it comes. Pyro coming in. Did not get what we needed there, so we'll take advantage of the downturn. We'll be able to curve into our Aurelia on turn 4. Alright, light up the stage. Picks up a mana and a lightning. Lightning on the Marshal is my assumption. Firebrand on the Marshal. Okay. Do I really want to just waste a Tajic? We have to. Gotta keep doing something here. At least we get 3 damage unless he's sitting on the shock. I don't think he is. Oh, yes, he is. Or lightning. I didn't call that before. Okay. This one's getting rough. Oh, nice. And a skewer. Look at that. Alright, we'll at least be able to block one of these suckers here. So let's see what kind of burn he's getting. Steam-Kin. Blocking out of you. Huh. And we fell for the bait. Hook, line, and sinker. We'll keep one back to take care of the pyro, so they only take 2 damage. Okay, not fun there. This is going to be the end of us. Yep. We can block both of these, but we're not getting much done. And he just needs any. So it keeps us alive for a turn. It's just a matter of time before he draws into one of his probably 16 cards that he has in his deck that's going to do. And we don't even have enough to kill the Steam-Kin. Alright. Okay, took our first loss there. Had a nice little run there. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and run through the deck one last time. We're running 2 Hazda Marshals, 2 Legion's Landing, 2 Integrity Intervention, 4 Hero of Precinct One, 4 Runaway Steam-Kin, 3 Boros Challengers, 3 Response Resurgence, 2 Swiftblade Vindicators, 3 Clamor Shamans, 3 Chains for Glories, 4 Tajics, 2 Aurelias, 4 Heroic Reinforcements, and 22 lands, which seems to be a pretty good mix for us in order to make sure we're curving out. So you've seen a bunch of the games, you understand what our goal is here. Unfortunately, we really didn't get to play our the most fun combo, which is Chance for Glory into Resurgence. But we did use Chance of Glory, I think, 1 or 2 turns to net us a win. So it's not a dead card in hand. We actually do utilize it since we're so fast to aggro. We can play that turn 3, turn 4 Chance without the turn 5 Resurgence and possibly get a win there. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight. This is MaxxPowered Gaming here. We're glad that you took the time out of your day to stop by. And if you enjoyed it, a like and comments and constructive criticism on how we could have made this a better experience for you is always appreciated. But we'll catch you another time. Later, Magic the Gathering community.